Listen closely, for what I am about to reveal is older than any written history, older than kingdoms, older than empires. Hidden within each human lies a force so rare, so powerful, that few have ever recognized it. This is no weapon made of steel, no tool forged by hands. It is something deeper, something that lives in the stillness of your mind, in the rhythm of your breath, in the quiet strength of your spirit. For centuries, Shaolin masters understood this truth. They walked through life in silence, moving like shadows, their power unseen but undeniable. They trained their bodies, yes, but it was the mastery of their inner energy that set them apart. That same energy, that same hidden force resides within you. And in this video, I will guide you through its mysteries. You will learn how the sages of old transformed simple breath, focus, and discipline into a weapon that could bend circumstances and awaken untapped potential. You will discover why ordinary strength fails where the inner weapon thrives, how subtle perception becomes an unstoppable force, and why stillness can hold more power than the loudest action. Along the way, I will share forgotten teachings, lesser-known events, and insights from those who walked the path before us, secrets that history often overlooked. By the end, you will see that mastery is not about conquering others, but about awakening what has always been within you, patiently and quietly waiting. If you are ready to step into this knowledge, to unlock what history has kept hidden, then stay with me. Welcome to Shaolin Soulfire. Subscribe now and begin the journey toward a power that no one else in history has fully known. True power does not roar. It whispers, flows, and moves unseen, like water carving stone over centuries. The Shaolin monks understood this, in their bones and in their breath. They did not chase strength through mere muscle or outward display. Every movement, every stance, every hour of stillness was a lesson in cultivating something far deeper, internal strength. From the moment they entered the temple, their training was designed not to break the body alone, but to shape the mind and awaken the spirit. The body became the vessel, yes, but the mind the architect of power. Through precise postures, flowing movements, and countless repetitions, they learned the language of energy itself. Every breath they drew was deliberate, every thought observed, every moment a chance to align their inner world with their actions. This inner force, Qi, is more than energy. It is living, responsive, a weapon without form. It can fortify the body, sharpen the senses, and even influence the environment in ways invisible to the untrained eye. A master could stand in silence and still control the flow of battle through sheer presence, through energy that others could not see, only feel. Discipline, focus, and awareness refined this force. The monks understood that haste weakens Qi, that distraction scatters it, and that true power grows quietly, patiently, like a river gathering strength beneath ice. They moved with intention, not force. Their strikes, their defenses, even their stillness carried weight far beyond the physical. To the casual observer, it seemed ordinary. To those who had trained for decades, it was profound. True strength, the Shaolin taught, is subtle. It cannot be measured by muscle, by speed, or by outward show. It resides in control of the self, in harmony with breath, in mastery of the unseen currents flowing through every living moment. Breath is the bridge between the body and the mind, the silent rhythm that carries life and energy through every cell. In the quiet halls of the Shaolin temple, monks learned that mastery begins with this simple yet profound act. They discovered that when breath is deliberate, steady, and conscious, the mind follows its cadence, settling into clarity, stillness, and awareness. Controlled breathing is not merely inhaling and exhaling. It is a conversation with one's own energy. With each slow, measured breath, Qi circulates through the body, awakening potential that often lies dormant, hidden beneath layers of distraction, fear, and habit. A single breath, drawn with intention, can sharpen perception, calm the heart, and bring the body into alignment with unseen forces. In practice, breath became a tool of discipline. During meditation, monks would focus on the flow of air, tracing it from nose to lungs, feeling it ripple through the torso and limbs. Each exhale released tension, Each inhale gathered focus. Over years, this simple rhythm transformed ordinary movement into precise, powerful action. Awareness deepened. Reactions became measured and energy could be guided with precision. This mastery of breath was never rushed. Patience shaped the practice. In stillness, the monks could sense subtle changes in their surroundings, detect shifts in energy, and respond before the eye even noticed. Calmness became a form of strength, clarity a weapon, and heightened perception the reward of consistent, disciplined practice. Through breath, the inner world and outer actions merged. The body followed the mind guided the energy, and energy became a living force. This ancient practice reveals a profound truth. The most extraordinary power is cultivated quietly, invisibly, through attention, patience, and the simple, deliberate act of breathing. Silence is not emptiness, it is a presence, a force that moves beneath the surface, shaping thought, intention, and action. In the Shaolin tradition, silence was never a mere absence of sound. It was a practice, a discipline, a path toward understanding the deeper currents of life. Those who embraced it discovered a power that words could never convey, a strength that revealed itself only in stillness. In the quiet hours of meditation, monks would sit without movement, listening not to the world, but to themselves. Every thought, every heartbeat, every flicker of emotion became visible in the mind's eye. Through this observation, patience was born. The restless mind, once scattered by distraction and impulse, learned to settle. The body, once tense and reactive, learned to wait. In silence, resilience grew, not as resistance, but as a calm, unshakable presence that could endure, observe, and respond with precision. Silence sharpens perception. The monks could sense subtle shifts in the environment, feel disturbances in energy, and anticipate events without a single spoken word. Their influence was felt, not heard. A silent gaze, a controlled stance, or a measured breath communicated more than any speech could. It was a force of subtle authority, cultivated through years of quiet practice, where every moment of stillness strengthened both mind and spirit. This form of power does not demand recognition. It operates invisibly, shaping outcomes before action is taken. It teaches that true mastery is not loud, not performative. It lies in the ability to remain centered when chaos rises, to see clearly when others are blind, and to move with intention while the world rushes. In silence, the ordinary transforms into extraordinary, and those who master it discover a strength that echoes far beyond what the eyes can see or the ears can hear. The most potent weapon does not strike with force. It perceives before the strike is even needed. Beyond the reach of the senses, beyond the grasp of ordinary awareness, lies a subtle intelligence cultivated through centuries of disciplined practice. Shaolin masters called this heightened perception the eye of the mind, a clarity that sees not just what is but what is becoming, the currents that flow beneath every action. Mindfulness and presence are the keys to unlocking this power. By observing each moment fully, without distraction or judgment, the practitioner begins to sense patterns that others overlook. A slight shift in posture, a fleeting expression, a hesitation in movement. These small signals reveal intentions, emotions, and truths invisible to those who move unconsciously. Over time, this awareness sharpens instincts, heightens intuition, and nurtures a profound understanding of human nature itself. The mind that observes without judgment becomes unstoppable. It does not react from impulse, desire, or fear. It sees clearly, responds deliberately, and flows with the natural rhythm of circumstance. This is the hidden strength of those who cultivate inner mastery. They navigate life not as a series of random events, but as a continuum of cause and effect, always aware, always prepared. In practice, this awareness extends beyond people. It reaches into environments, into energy, into subtle shifts that most would dismiss as coincidence. The untrained mind is blind to these currents, yet for the disciplined, every detail becomes a guide, every sensation a message, every moment an opportunity. To develop this perception is to move beyond ordinary limits, to wield a power that is unseen yet undeniable. It is quiet, patient, and infinitely precise. And like all true mastery, it begins with the simple act of watching, listening, and noticing the world as it truly is, without expectation, without judgment, with complete presence. Discipline is fire and hammer, the forge in which the raw material of the self is shaped into something unbreakable, like a blacksmith heating steel, striking it again and again, and folding it until every imperfection is refined. The human spirit is transformed through patient, deliberate effort. Without this process, potential remains just that, possibility untested and unrealized. In the halls of Shaolin, discipline was woven into every breath, every movement, every day. Morning rituals, repeated exercises, controlled breathing, and meditation were not obligations, they were the tools that strengthened mind, body, and spirit in unison. Each act of self-control, each moment of conscious choice, shaped the practitioner into someone capable of enduring hardship, resisting distraction, and acting with clarity. Over time, this accumulation of small, disciplined actions forged a character that could move through the world with quiet authority, precision, and strength. History's greatest warriors understood this truth. Mastery of external weapons and strategies meant nothing without mastery of oneself. The sword is powerless in unsteady hands. The strategy is meaningless in a scattered mind. By first training the inner landscape, thoughts, impulses, habits, one ensures that every external tool becomes an extension of deliberate intention rather than a reflection of chaos. Discipline is often invisible, unnoticed by the untrained eye, but its effects are undeniable. It teaches patience, endurance, and resilience. It converts fleeting effort into lasting skill, ordinary practice into extraordinary capability. Like steel hammered in fire, the mind and spirit become refined, tempered, and capable of withstanding trials that would shatter the unprepared. Through discipline, the potential within transforms into mastery, and the quiet strength built in solitude and repetition becomes the foundation upon which all other power is built. It is the forge in which humans become more than themselves. Adversity is not a barrier, it is a doorway. Every trial, every moment of pain, every challenge carries within it the seeds of transformation. Shaolin philosophy teaches that suffering is not something to flee from, but a guide that reveals what lies hidden within the mind and spirit. It is in the fire of difficulty that the inner weapon, the quiet force of resilience and clarity, is awakened. In the quiet discipline of the temple, monks faced hardship deliberately. They endured cold, hunger, long hours of training, and the constant test of their own patience. Yet these trials were never punishments, they were lessons. Each struggle illuminated weaknesses, uncovered fears, and challenged the limits of endurance. And within those very limits, hidden capacities began to emerge. Focus sharper than ever before, energy more precise, awareness deeper and more fluid. Adversity reveals what comfort cannot. When life presses, distractions fall away, and the mind's true nature becomes visible. Ordinary effort may create skill, but true mastery is forged when the spirit is tested, when the body trembles and the mind resists panic. Those who face suffering without surrender find that challenges do not diminish them, they expand them. Strength, patience, and insight emerge like light through darkness, revealing a power that cannot be attained through ease alone. The Shaolin understood that the path to mastery is not a gentle one. Each obstacle is a teacher, each setback a mirror reflecting what remains untamed. By embracing struggle, by moving through difficulty with awareness and discipline, the inner weapon grows sharper, more reliable, and more profound. What once seemed impossible becomes a doorway, and what once caused fear becomes a source of unshakable strength. In this way, adversity is not a foe, but a silent ally, guiding those who are willing to endure toward the depths of their own potential and awakening capacities that otherwise would have remained hidden. Focus is the channel through which hidden power flows. Without it, energy scatters, intention falters, and potential remains dormant. The inner weapon thrives not on force, but on unwavering attention, a single-pointed awareness that sharpens perception and strengthens resolve. Every moment of divided attention weakens it, while deliberate concentration allows it to grow, precise and unstoppable. In the silent halls of meditation, practitioners learn to anchor the mind. Thoughts arise like waves, yet the observer remains steady, returning again and again to the breath, to a mantra, to the present moment. Each return strengthens attention. Each act of noticing without distraction hones the inner weapon. Over time, the mind becomes a blade, clear and unyielding, cutting through confusion and chaos with ease. Martial arts offer another path. Every stance, every strike, every defensive movement demands total presence. A practitioner who falters, even for a heartbeat, risks failure. But through repeated practice, the body learns to act as an extension of focused intention. The mind guides, the energy flows, and the practitioner moves with precision that seems effortless, yet is forged through countless hours of discipline. Even in study, focus transforms ordinary effort into mastery. The scholar who reads slowly, observes deeply, and internalizes lessons cultivates an inner clarity that mirrors the martial artist's discipline. Focus aligns thought, energy, and action, revealing patterns and insights that are invisible to the distracted mind. The essence of this practice is simple yet profound. Where attention goes, energy follows. By guarding the mind against distractions and training it to dwell fully in the moment, the inner weapon grows sharper, more refined, and more potent. It is not something gained overnight. It is cultivated through patience, discipline, and the quiet, relentless power of focus. Intention is more than thought. It is energy in motion. When directed with clarity, it becomes the guiding force behind every action, shaping outcomes long before they take form. The inner weapon responds not to random impulses, but to deliberate, purposeful focus. Each thought, each decision, each small act becomes a conduit for this hidden force, amplifying it with precision and power. Ancient masters understood this principle deeply. Their greatest achievements were not born of brute strength or visible effort alone. A quiet will, concentrated and unwavering, moved mountains in ways that the untrained eye could not perceive. Through intention, they aligned mind, body, and energy with a single purpose, and the world around them seemed to bend subtly to that alignment. What appeared as luck or extraordinary skill was in truth the manifestation of energy directed with exactitude. In practice, intention requires awareness and patience. A strike in martial arts is most effective when every fiber of the body, every breath, every micro-movement follows the will of the mind. In meditation, thought directed with purpose channels energy to the heart, the mind and the chi, cultivating resilience and clarity. Even in study or creation, actions aligned with intention multiply the effect of effort, turning ordinary labor into extraordinary results. The essence lies in harmony. Energy without intention is scattered. Intention without discipline is weak. When the two converge, the inner weapon becomes unstoppable, not loud, not aggressive, but inevitable. History is filled with examples. Sages, warriors, and scholars who achieved the impossible not through show, but through silent, purposeful direction of their inner force. Through deliberate intention, the unseen becomes tangible. Actions gain weight, decisions gain clarity, and the hidden power within transforms from potential into mastery, moving with quiet certainty toward its destined outcome. The true power of the inner weapon is timeless. It moves beyond the boundaries of history, culture, and the physical body, existing as a force accessible to those who seek it with discipline and presence. Across centuries, sages, mystics, and warriors have tapped into this energy, drawing from it insight, resilience, and strength that appeared almost supernatural to those who witnessed it. Yet even among them, few comprehended its full depth. In every era, those who mastered this force acted with a quiet authority. They did not rely on fame, tools, or physical might alone. Instead, they cultivated awareness, focused their energy, and aligned thought with intention. Their actions carried weight because they emerged from mastery of self rather than from circumstance. What was extraordinary to observers was ordinary to the practitioners, a natural outcome of disciplined practice, mindful presence, and consistent inner work. The essence of this legacy is subtle. It does not depend on lineage, environment, or birthright. The same principles that guided the masters of old are available today. The cultivation of focus, the refinement of energy, the alignment of intention with purpose, and the courage to face adversity without losing clarity. These practices awaken the inner weapon, revealing capacities that transcend ordinary human limits. Modern chosen ones have the opportunity to access this power through dedication to self-mastery. By embracing silence, discipline, and mindfulness, they can step into a current that has flowed through history unnoticed by most. This force carries no name, claims no territory, and answers to no one. Yet it shapes lives, decisions, and destiny for those willing to engage with it fully. Through this understanding, it becomes clear the inner weapon is not a relic of the past. It is alive, present, and attainable. Its legacy belongs not only to those who came before, but to anyone who commits to cultivating the mind, body, and spirit with patience, awareness, and unwavering purpose. The power we have explored is not found in swords, shields, or worldly tools. It is invisible, timeless, and uniquely human. A force that lives within each of us, waiting to be awakened. This inner weapon is not inherited. It is cultivated through discipline, mindfulness, and the courage to face oneself fully. Every breath, every moment of focus, every challenge embraced with awareness strengthens it, shaping the mind, body, and spirit into a force few understand. True mastery begins within. To master the self is to master history itself. To move through life with clarity, intention, and unshakable presence. The lessons of the sages, the warriors, and the mystics remind us that external victories are fleeting, but the power forged inside endures through time. Take a moment to reflect on your own potential. Each day presents an opportunity to strengthen this inner force, to breathe with purpose, act with focus, and face challenges with calm resilience. In doing so, you awaken a power that is uniquely yours, a force that transcends circumstance and time. May this knowledge guide you gently yet profoundly on the path of self-mastery. If this journey resonates with you, join us on Shaolin Soulfire. Like, subscribe, and continue exploring the wisdom, discipline, and hidden power that lie within. The weapon is inside you, awaiting your awakening,